There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again. Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Great 15, great 15.
31's the mic. Coming to you, coming to you. 31's the mic.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 88.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike, 53. Mike. You.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
His pass caught with the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
First down, Eagles.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go, here we go. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Bravo.
51, Mike 51. Check pass, check pass. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Out now come the Eagles. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Got a man. It's the rookie, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He's got Adams on the hookup. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Get 300.
Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Kenneth Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second and 12, Wentz, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run, Mike, 50.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now. Going to throw again. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll come out in the pistol. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, empty, empty.
42.
Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check 4 to the 50.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check right. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Rodgers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Kenneth Dixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Stand up on their Sunday.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Pumphrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kill. Take 30. Right now, you got 58. Roll me! We didn't get it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Running out of the gun with Dixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one, and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
31's the mic. Bag it. Bag it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Wentz again. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Stay at home, stay at home.
On play action, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can forward and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to find another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Sunday. Here.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll go again to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, Orbit. Yes. Watch the pass. Zoom. Mike 20. Yo.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 20! You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, we're 5-2 out here.
Wentz now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Green 18.
Free butt, free butt, free butt.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to